Rolex has evolved from a mere luxury badge to a serious investment powerhouse. These watches are not just accessories, they're staples for the astute collector. Let's dive into why these timepieces go beyond the surface glamour. Why pick Rolex for your investment portfolio? It's a mix of rarity, storied legacy, and unmatched craftsmanship. Think of Rolex not just as a brand, but as a chapter in the annals of horology. Each piece isn't just a watch, it's a slice of history. By keeping certain models scarce, Rolex has turned their creations from simple luxuries into investment essentials, pushing their prices upward like a rocket. Welcome back to Opulent Oasis. Today we're showcasing Rolex models that are more than just timekeepers, they're potential keystones in your investment strategy. Let's uncover the Rolexes that aren't just about keeping time, they're about keeping your portfolio robust. Rolex Datejust. Take a time travel trip to the swinging 60s and groovy 70s with the Rolex Datejust reference 1601. At around $5,495, this piece isn't just holding its value, it's climbing the charts with a steady appreciation of 5 to 7% annually. Sporting a stainless steel body and a 14-karat white gold fluted bezel, this watch doesn't just tell time, it tells stories. Its silver dial with vintage-style indices and tritium hands adds a classic flair that turns heads. Whether paired with a suit or a casual tee, it shines. The Rolex Jubilee bracelet and date display at 3 o'clock seal the deal, making the Datejust 1610 a vintage darling that's as smart an investment as it is stylish. Quick break. Why not subscribe and join the Opulent Oasis community? Stay ahead with our top-notch content. Back to the discussion, Rolex Air King Bloodhound. Switching gears to the modern era, the Rolex Air King Bloodhound reference 16900 mixes old-school charm with new-school cool. Tagged at $6,450 retail and $8,995 pre-owned, it's an entry-level ticket to the world of Rolex, minus any compromise on quality or style. Debuted in 2016, this model beefs up with a 40mm Oyster steel case and a dial that pops with bold, colorful markers. Thanks to its anti-magnetic Rolex caliber 3131 movement, it's as tough as it is trendy. With a sleek steel bezel and scratch-resistant sapphire crystal, the Air King isn't just surviving the daily grind, it's defining it, proving itself as a timeless investment with a modern twist. Rolex Explorer 2, reference 16570, not just a watch but a passport to the world of time traveling. Tagged at $8,495, this stunner has become a hot ticket item, especially the polar white dial that's currently the talk of the collector's town. You'll find them fetching anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000, appreciating at a solid 6 to 10% annually, not too shabby for a piece of metal and glass. Sporting a 40mm stainless steel case and sapphire crystal that laughs in the face of scratches, it's tough enough for both boardroom battles and wild adventures. The standout red arrow hand isn't just for show, it lets you track 2 time zones because who has time to do the math? Powered by the reliable Rolex caliber 3185 and clasped with an Oyster bracelet that won't quit, the Explorer 2 is the Swiss Army knife of luxury watches, mixing rugged charm with investment smarts. Rolex Oyster Perpetual. Now, let's talk about the Rolex Oyster Perpetual reference 124300, a model that became everyone's crush after it waved goodbye in 2021. If you're in the market, prepare to shell out between $9,000 and $12,000 for this beauty, enjoying a sweet annual appreciation of 10 to 15%. This 41mm treat dazzles with a black dial so sleek you might just check the time more than necessary. Its index markers and hands glow under the cover of darkness, courtesy of its trusty chromolite lume. The heart of this watch, the cost-rated caliber 3230, ticks with precision, missing the mark by mere seconds a day and shrugs off magnetic fields like a champ. Wrapped in Rolex's own 904 L-grade steel, known for resisting scratches and corrosion, the Oyster Perpetual isn't just a timekeeper, it's a statement piece. Whether you're dressing up for a gala or dressing down for a weekend, this watch is a flex that's both stylish and a savvy investment, proving some classics do get better with time. Rolex Milgos Z Blue. Next on our tour of time-telling titans is the Rolex Milgos Z Blue reference 116400GV. Sporting a price tag that swings between $10,500 to $13,500 pre-owned, this watch isn't just a purchase, it's an event. From its launch in 2014, it's been turning heads with a blue dial so bright it could give the sky a complex. But the real kicker, its green sapphire crystal, less like a watch face and more like a secret window into style. Beyond its killer looks, the Milgos packs a functional punch with its anti-magnetic shield, making it the superhero watch of choice for those battling the invisible forces of magnetism in high-tech and scientific fields. Running on the steadfast Rolex caliber 3131, it's as reliable as it is radiant. Wrapped up in a rugged oyster steel case and bracelet, the Milgos Sea Dweller isn't just tough, it's a style statement strapped to your wrist, growing rarer and more coveted by the day. Rolex Yacht-Master 40. Moving to the high seas of high style, let's sail into the Rolex Yacht-Master 40, reference 126622. With a cool price of $12,400, this isn't just a watch, it's a membership card to the league of the extraordinarily well-timed. It runs on the ultra-precise Rolex caliber 3235, which is about as likely to lose time as a tortoise is to win a sprint, meaning it's dependable to nearly the second. Built for the brave and the bold, it features a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring and Paraflex shock absorbers, ready to take on both cocktail spills and rocky trails. The 40mm case is paired with a platinum bezel that's sleek enough for black tie events, yet tough enough for tide wrestling. And with a 70-hour power reserve and a comfortable oyster steel bracelet, this watch keeps you classy long after others have clocked out. As it becomes a tougher find, the Yacht-Master 40 isn't just making waves, it's making a solid case for being the next great investment on your wrist. Rolex GMT Master II. Dive into the story of the Rolex GMT Master II reference 16760, known among enthusiasts as the Fat Lady. This chunky gem from the 1980s features a thicker case to house its newfangled caliber 3085 movement. What's the big deal? It lets weary travelers tweak the hour hand without messing with the GMT hand, simplifying time zone jumps. Rocking a solid 40mm case and 100-meter water resistance, it became the traveler's wristwear of choice. Dubbed Sophia Loren for its elegant, curvy design, it breaks from Rolex's typical sleek lines. Whether decked out in an oyster or jubilee bracelet, this model is a milestone in Rolex history, now trading hands for between $13,000 and $17,000 and climbing. Rolex Sea Dweller. Next up is the Rolex Sea Dweller reference 1665, affectionately called the Double Red Sea Dweller, thanks to its standout red text dial. More than just a diver's watch, this vintage darling is a deep dive into Rolex's rich history. With its robust 40mm stainless steel frame, it fetches between $18,000 and $30,000, making it a hot ticket in the collector's market. The real treasure lies in versions that have kept their original tritium dials, aging like fine wine. Engineered for depths up to 1,220 meters and equipped with a trusty unidirectional bezel, this watch isn't just built for the sea, it's built for longevity. With its classic design and increasing value, it's a deep-sea legend that's also a smart investment on land. Rolex watches have firmly established themselves not just as luxury timepieces, but as valuable investments that continue to appreciate over time. As the market for these coveted timepieces continues to evolve, now is the perfect time to consider adding one of these iconic watches to your collection. That's our lineup of Rolex watches that aren't just keeping time, they're keeping your investments strong. From the deep-diving Sea Dweller 1665 to the classy Yacht-Master 40, each one's more than just a timepiece, they're tickets to a growing portfolio. Thinking about which Rolex to snag next? Whether it's for worldwide adventures or deep-sea escapades, each one's ready to tell its next big story with you. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell at Opulent Oasis for more on luxe investments that look as good as they perform. Got a favorite or eyeing a new addition? Spill in the comments below and let's chat watches.